for you guys. So ordinarily, right, our song just goes, and we're using this odd strumming pattern. It's just 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. That's for my people with musical backgrounds. If you don't have a musical background, you can just look at the strumming pattern as down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's a measure. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. But count it out loud in standard music terms, we're 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and we'll do that for every measure, right? That's every instance of a letter. So we'll go from G to A, right? Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and A. 2, and 3, and 4, and D. 2, and 3, and 4, and G. 2, and 3, and 4, and D. 2, and 3, and 4, and G. 2, and 3, and 4, and A. 2, and 3, and 4, and A. 2, and 3, and 4, and G. 2, and 3, and 4, and A. 2, and 3, and 4, and D. 2, and 3, and 4, and G. 2, and 3, and 4, and D. 2, and 3, and 4, and G. 2, and 3, and 4, and A. 2, and 3, and 4, and D. 2, and 3, and 4, and D. 2, and 3, and 4, and there you go. All right, so remember, you can also do this in stop time if you wish. Stop time meaning that instead of playing all those beats per measure, which if you don't have the strumming pattern down is kind of difficult, and you just want to get the structure of the song, you can do it in stop time. In other words, strum only the first beat per measure, right? So you'd be G, 2, 3, 4, and A, 2, 3. Let's do that from the beginning of the chorus. That's how we start the song, is with the hook, right? Mr. Tamborine Man. So we're going to start it on G. I'm going to count you in. 2, 3, G, and G. 2, 3, 4, and A. 2, 3, 4, and D. 2, 3, 4, and G. 2, 3, 4, and D. 2, 3, 4, and G. 2, 3, 4, and A. 2, 3, 4, A again. 2, 3, 4, and G. 2, 3, 4, and A. 2, 3, 4, and D. 2, 3, 4, and G. 2, 3, 4, and D. 2, 3, 4, and G. 2, 3, 4, and A. 2, 3, 4, and D. 2, 3, 4, and D. There you go. That was also a measure of 4 there at the end. So when you take those measures and you strum them out, right, instead of strumming 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be a single measure of G, we're turning 2, 3, and 4 into sets of eighth notes, so that 2, 3, and 4 are each a down-up strum, like that, right? So instead of strumming 1, 2, 3, 4, you'd strum your first beat as a quarter note, and your second beat as a set of eighth notes, 2 and, third beat also, 3 and, fourth beat also, 4 and. So you have 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and. Or for people who are not counters and just want to get the groove, you're just down, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's right, your up on your down, up is an and, or down, up is a set of eighth notes. All right, let's take it through. Let's go through that, just the first line there using the eighth notes. So that would be G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to add those sets of eighth notes. Eighth notes on second beat, the third beat, and the fourth beat. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and, or 1, down, up, or down, down, up, down, up, down, up, right? I didn't rehearse this video in case you can't tell. Hope you're having a good time laughing. Okay, here we go. This is the first line. Again, we're doing G, A, D, and then G again with the strumming pattern down, down, up, down, up, down, up for each measure. Or if you're a counting person, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and for each measure. Here we go. G, A, D, and G. 1, 2, ready, and G, 2 and 3 and 4 and A, 2 and 3 and 4 and D, 2 and 3 and 4 and G, 2 and 3 and 4 and notice I went pretty fast there, in case you didn't notice that already. I'm going quickly because I got a lot of stuff to get into this video, and I want to get it done. When you're practicing though, don't be afraid to slow it way down. And when I say way down, I mean way down. Get your glass of wine or pour your beer up next to you, a little crackers and cheese, maybe some pretzels, and take your time. Really let yourself understand. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. You keep doing it that slow until it gets to be a groove. In other words, until you can do it more or less without thinking. All right, let's take a look at the whole point of this video was that I gave you guys this fancy lick to do in the beginning, which is a bunch of notes in there, and I'm playing a chord at the same time, and I'm strumming, and I'm changing chords. So first of all, let's look at the two chords that we're playing. We have D, and we have A7 sus4. Right? For me, what's most important for you to notice about those two chords is that as you look at my left hand over here, that D shape is there. When I go to the A7 sus4, my finger just moves right up there, and the 2 and the 4 finger come off. And that's my A7 sus4. So there's not a lot of tricks moving around like this, right? It works out kind of easy. And we like that, easy, right? So the notes we're playing, though, are right? Right? Or to simplify, bum, 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 bum. And you're like, whoa, that wasn't so simple. I don't know what you're doing with your fingers. Hold on there, buckaroo. We're going to slow it down. So you're playing the 3rd string 2nd fret. Right there, 3rd string 2nd fret. And then on the same string, you're going to play 3-4, 3-2, 3-0. Right? So you start out bum, da da da, dum, da da dum. Right? And as you know from before, we have 2 more notes. Well, that's the 4th string 4th fret and the 4th string 2nd fret. Right here, 4th string 4th fret, 4th string 2nd fret. So it's that's actually that little riff, right? We'll do it again. 1, 2, ready, and. Right? That's 3-2, 3-4, 3-2, 3-0, 4-4, 4-2, and hold. You can pause this video at any time to practice that lick and come back to it. All right, I'm going to assume that you took a break there to run off to the bathroom or do whatever you do. Probably because if we're lucky, I stuck a sign there that said, take a break here. Who knows? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I'll never know the difference. All right, you're going to play that lick again. This time, 1, 2, starting from 3-2, just the notes by themselves. 1, 2, ready, and. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now, the trick is, how do we get that inside of this chord? In other words, play the chord at the same time and the notes at the same time. That's kind of crazy, right? So we're going to do strum. So, and as we talked about it in class, we're just going to emphasize the area where those strings are to sort of make that string louder than the rest of the strings. So here's our first beat, right? Letting that D and that third string second fret note ring out, right? Down, down, up, down, up, down. Let's break that down a little bit more so that you have down, down, up, down, up, down. So the first part, down, down, up. Let's do that together. 1, 2, ready, and down, down, up. That's just the D. That's kind of nice. We don't have to do anything. So it's down, down, up. That second down up is adding your pinky. You're still holding the D chord, adding your pinky, then lifting it up to return back to the D chord, right? Watch. Down, down, up, down, up. Pinky down, pinky up. Down, down, up, down, up. All right, if you got that much, go ahead and open up to that third note, right? So that's down. That's with your second finger off. That will give you the 3-0 that we used before. 3-4, 3-2, 3-0, right? 3-4, 3-2, 3-0. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down. Next part is tricky because we catch this note on an up. Right? And then that's the pinky on the 4th string 4th fret, and then the index finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, and at the same time moving to our A7 sus4. So at this point, we're completely letting go of the D chord and going on to a new chord. Slow motion. Again. Right? We'll try it again. This time I'm going to give you a count in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So that's the intro of your song. It should go like this. Sorry. 1, 2, slowly and. I'm not sleeping. right, that's down and dirty. Remember, that was unrehearsed, so I didn't probably strum exactly the same thing on every chord, but we'll be going over this in class and we'll iron that stuff out. I just want to make sure you had something to work with before you get to class on Thursday. So I'll see you guys here. Wish me luck. I'm now going to go editing an iMovie. How crazy is that? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.